Okay, my friends, here it is. The Monday live stream here at the Thrive Like a Viking on the Road headquarters. So I am here with the infamous Jenny. She is going to participate today. So I hope that everybody is well. And even though we are in Tennessee doing the garden consultation, but these people are really like our family now, we still are showing up for the practices. So let me know who is here, what you guys are doing, how your meditations are going, how your cold training is going, how your breath work, hopefully you're practicing the breath work, and just let me know what's up with you. So let me see what you guys are talking about. Ursula, hello my friend. Can't wait to start sauna again. Hello fam, been breathing life into our community each morning. Feeling the momentum that refines our movements and embracing the changes that come with the transformation. Grateful to be here. How poetic. Nice. Perfectly describes what you do. So, Brian, let's see. Good morning and evening, my Viking family. Hope all is well in your world. Much peace and blessings. Yes, everything is going wonderful here, guys.
Yeah,
yes.
It's awesome.
Yes.
We love being here. Yeah.
It's a wonderful time because I am doing the garden consultation. If you guys watch my video on the Garden Like a Viking channel, you'll see the last video, we're at that same place. So there's kids and livestock and all kinds of stuff going on. It's really wonderful. This is, I mean, it's more like what is going to be coming in our horizon and my horizon for the school and all of that, for our collective horizon, except a bit different than this, but yes.
Yeah, but it feels like you get the seeds are being planted of it all.
It's wonderful to be back with mountain people, you know, like people in the hills and stuff with land, because it reminds me so much of California, and they're just a different kind of people, you know, than in the cities. Britta Damgerd says, warm and gentle greetings from Denmark, if to you and everyone else. Enjoy and learn a lot from your wonderful videos. Thank you. You're very welcome, my friend. I'm happy that you are here. Yeah, we don't have the microphone today, you know, so we're just gonna, I got a new iPad, so hopefully it's sufficient.
Yeah.
We're doing with what we got, you know, gotta show up. So yeah, everybody else is working out there and stuff, and I'm like, okay guys, I gotta go. I got the live on the channel. But it's cool because they're like, you know, I'm a YouTube guy, so they're perfectly understanding about it. Nancy, hello my friend. That's Nancy from
oh, hi Nancy.
Yeah.
We're not far from you again.
Yes,
Yeah.
had a wonderful time
Jerry.
with you.
Hi Jerry.
Jerry, yes, hey, says, hey all, can't wait to learn about the greenhouse. Definitely, yes. I got a time-lapse photo going right now, and they're going to, they're building the greenhouse. I mean, we're all building the greenhouse. But I said, hey, I gotta check in with my tribe. You gotta show up. Taida says, hi Jenny, I finally replied on Instagram. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, I got it. We'll hook up for sure. It's gonna happen.
Vera Witch Lady says, hi from Belgium. A very intense week. Yes, what was intense about it?
A lot of people have been feeling that. A lot of people are around me. There's a lot of accelerations, I feel like, going, you know, and people, you know, we only change with great effort, and so sometimes that comes in the beginning and seems like things are pushing us outside of our comfort levels. They seem quote unquote bad. I try not to give good or bad, but you know, if you wanted to think bad things seem to happen and that pushes you, that seems to be the only way until eventually you realize you can also just be aware of change and recognize it without the intensity.
Yeah, very good point. And it's going to really coincide with the meditations. So if you are practicing the meditations, which we do on this channel, then you're gonna begin to condition the mind so that whatever is happening, you will recognize it because you're finding your center. With the meditations, we are finding the center, the silence within, and then whatever arises in our day-to-day experience, we have a reference point, a center. So we say, okay, and we can just observe. We can observe. And this is a wonderful practice. It's really the only practice you need. It's the ultimate practice. So Vera says, a few triggers with lots of learning. So very grateful. Yes.
Yeah.
And eventually we will investigate what is a trigger, and we will investigate within us, why do I feel this way? What within me is eliciting this feeling? So let's see some of your cold training. Brian says up to 45 seconds with the cold shower. The screaming has decreased. Okay. Okay, it's what we like to hear. Yes. Nice. Yeah, and that's what it's all about, guys. And I love seeing the comments. Everybody's talking about progressive betterment every day in every way. It's getting better and better. And it really is. That's not just, it begins, like I always say, it begins as something you kind of have to tell yourself. But then as the subconscious grab holds of it, then it starts to manifest in your life. And all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, it really is just better and better all the time. And so all of your decisions, all of your impulses, all of your cravings, all kind of direct towards that, the betterment.
Yeah, you start to notice that you don't have to assign things good or bad that are happening. It's all good, if you wanted to. It's all just happening. So you just go. That's what people, I think when you say, people talk about the flow. When I'm in the flow, it just means you're just observing everything that's happening and being grateful and just amazed at the miracles, because everything is a miracle if you think of it that way. Everything makes life exciting.
We like to say it's a miracle.
A miracle. We did like to say
I
that.
like to say that. We like to say that.
I like. Yeah. We talked and
Yeah. Yes. It's Stefani. Hello. Says good morning. I am driving, so I will listen only. Yes, fair enough. Good. Fair enough. Spray can art. Good to see you here. Yes, I'm glad we switched back to the old channel because it just feels better. So
good morning, Trish. I saw that.
Yes,
Thank you.
Good morning, Trish. So glad to see you, Jenny. Yes, Santosh. Hello, greetings. TC says it sounds good. Okay, good. I'm glad. Benyay says, hi everyone, please send energy to us. My 2-year-old cat got diagnosed with a serious heart condition. Yes, let us send healing and positive energy to Benyay. Absolutely, my friend. Because we know how that feels. We know how that feels. She has a 3-legged cat because of that. Same kind of thing. That she has the love for the cat.
Yeah, and he's happy. He doesn't know he has 3 legs.
No, he doesn't even know. It's he still is like a cat. Because the cat energy doesn't have a big story about itself. Oh man, I lost my leg.
He's a great teacher.
Now what am I gonna do? Man, this sucks because I was so nimble before. The cat doesn't have that story in its mind.
No,
so
he jumps from the roof onto the trees. Even he does everything he did before.
Val says, hey, up to 32 seconds on the cold shower. Someone's keeping track, aren't they? Up to 32.76 seconds. I know, not impressive to most, but thought I would never get to 10 seconds, let alone 32.
Good job.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. It definitely doesn't matter to compare yourself to the other people. No. What matters is to consistently improve on yourself. Consistently improve what you are doing. And so, Jerry, how are you doing with the cold training? Let us know. Let's see here. So yeah, that's what, and guys, when you're doing the cold, okay, let's say PA says, breathing, going well, working out consistently, 2 cold showers a day, up to 3 minutes. Nice.
Wow.
Read How As a Man Thinketh and Self-Mastery. Look at you, my friend. Just got the Wim Hof Method book and 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. Guys,
that's tremendous.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we imprint in our own subconscious mind that every day in every way it's getting better and better. And it does, because then we take heed to when we hear suggestions about things that we talk about on this channel. Something in the subconscious says, yes, let's do that. And you just acquire these books, you acquire these practices. It conditions your vascular system, it conditions your mind, and it bleeds over to every aspect of your life. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
So and when we are doing the cold training, we remember that the breathing, you must take control of the breathing. And you're gonna want to but you have to
It's all about the exhale.
long, slow exhalations. Take control. Yes, just like that. And like that, I drop right in.
Yeah.
I could do anything right now. Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, maybe. Yep.
You know what I was about to say.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, everybody talking, welcoming each other. Good morning from North Central Arkansas. First time on Thrive Like a Viking, absorbing knowledge.
Nice.
All right, Carol. Yes, I recognize you from the other Carol, or from the other channel. The other Carol.
Carol channel.
There was like 5 Carols, but
Carol might be a
still,
channel.
hey,
We don't know.
maybe it is. Yeah. So, okay, good to see you here. Says Susanna says, most of my showers are cold now. All right. Where are you at? Where are you located at? Creative Soil. I took my first ice bath. I acquired a 1,200 gallon IBC tote for the winter. 1,200 gallons? Nice. That's going to be sizable. Yes. So you can have plenty of friends in there with you.
Yeah.
Let's see, says Jerry Bates says up to 90. Wish Fort Wayne was closer. Ooh, yeah. And that is what 90 seconds. Good, Jerry. Good. Very good. And yes, if Fort Wayne was closer, you'd be taking that course. Because remember, guys, if you're in the Fort Wayne area, I'm doing 3 courses this winter, of 5 weeks each. It's either a Monday class or a Thursday class. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. And we are going to, I will guide you through the whole experience. The powerful breath work, and we'll go in depth. Powerful breath work, sauna, and then we're going to individually, I'll take you guys into the ice bath. So that will be pretty much as good as it gets, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's good in group.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, way more powerful. You'll want to stay in longer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely, with the group.
You might want to go under.
Yep, with the group energy, definitely. The collective energy, we breathe together, then we go into the sauna, and then we'll go into the ice bath, and you can just do it. And once you become convinced of what you can do, then it's game on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it says I'm so looking forward to my creek running again. That'll be the real cold training.
Definitely. Yeah,
that's the best thing.
Definitely.
That flowing water over you,
Mm-hmm.
and oh yeah.
Yeah, if you can get that, that's pretty ideal.
Yeah.
Let's see. Susanna says southeastern Arizona. Okay. That's why I wondered if it was in a warmer place, but still really good. Val says, Nate, your observation that the cold shock only lasts 10 seconds helps me mentally adjust to the cold. Definitely.
Yeah.
So guys, when you're doing your cold training, you will experience the cold shock response. And that is the immediate, the inward gasp, because your body instinctively wants to get a lot of oxygen for whatever is coming next, meaning getting out of the cold, because it sends all kind of physiological responses, neurological responses in the mind. We'll get more in depth into this later.
Yeah.
But
because that movement is stimulating down here in the diaphragm, and that vagus nerve system is attached to the top of the diaphragm, and so it's essentially trying to kickstart. It's just a beautiful system of everything working for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everything working for you, definitely. And this is the most important aspect, is that we consciously go into it and we embrace the cold. We embrace what we're feeling. And that way the body and the vascular system will become habituated to it. And then even in the beginning, though, you'll see that the cold shock response, a little bit of pain, maybe a little bit of panic, all of that, just take control of the breathing. And then after a short amount of time, 10 seconds, some people 30 seconds, but it happens to everybody, then it will come a time when it will subside. And all of a sudden, whoa, it's just not a problem. Mm-hmm. You have to relax deeply, and it's a wonderful sensation.
And I'm sure you've talked about it, but since they're new people, the long-term effects of this training are, it's not just when you're in the ice. So out in your normal day-to-day life, what this starts to do is like when things happen that might have triggered a panic response or something, or anxiety or something, sometimes you may not even feel that anymore, but definitely you can. This training just trains this whole system. And so when you're out in your daily life, you can drop in to that stillness. Strengthens the mind. This training really does. And I had an example of getting sucked under I got knocked out of a raft in a whitewater rafting situation in a class 5 rapid and sucked into one of these. And I'm here still because of this training. I really do believe that.
Yeah. She said that even at the time. She was like, I got sucked under the whirlpool, the undertow or whatever it is, and couldn't get up. But
I just dropped in a
panicking.
peaceful. Yep. And then when I came out, everyone else was panicking, and I was just completely and calming everyone else. So that is, we're not just doing it. It does increase our immunity and all those things too, but it really affects all of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. So let us see here. The Beignet says, I got a cold since yesterday and took a warm shower this morning, and it felt weird because I trained myself to take the cold showers. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you guys, and when you get used to it, it's wonderful. If you feel anything coming on, you can just get into the ice. I mean, once you can just get into the cold and boom, it all goes away because the body can overrun, it can overpower all that stuff. And you've tapped into the source of creation, the source of power within you. So you can call upon that at any time. You go, whoa, it's just fantastic. And even if you do get some kind of illness, then it just shortens the severity of it. Everything is, it's just more intense. It's just, you're more tuned up.
I feel it lately too because I haven't been doing it as much with him. Whenever I get in there, some emotions start to come up too when I'm in there, and I have to get that under control. So, I don't know.
That's a wonderful practice.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean, I've been with some people that in the cold that they just start crying a little bit hysterically, involuntarily, because of what it can do. No, it's great. Absolutely, anything can come up.
Yeah.
So.
The Master Cleanse does that to me too, though. Brings up a lot of things and loosens a lot of things.
Yes. So, guys, we're gonna forgo the meditation this week, obviously, just because there's so much going on around, but that is still, you can still meditate at any time. So, but I don't have the microphone and all that stuff, but this is all part of it. So even now, even if we were doing it, we would just listen to the sounds, the kids screaming, the things going on, the fan, the dog barking, the tractor running, all of that. It's all just coming to us. It's all just coming to us, and we're allowing it. We're not creating a story around it going, man, I wish those kids would be quiet. Somebody make that baby be quiet. We're not saying this big story, any of that. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, Ursula.
Yeah, that's good.
Just to drop it in.
Yeah, we will here in just a moment. Good idea. Mappa Grub says, what a freeing channel you have created. I am 70, and even though I am only up to 30 seconds in cold shower, I notice my hand-thumb arthritis has subsided dramatically. Good. This is what we like to hear. Yes, if you guys have testimonies like that, feel free to share.
That's wonderful.
Because that's how other people say, okay, so it's working for them, obviously, so it could work for me. And it does work. And but remember, it's multifaceted. It is the cold training, it is the breathing, it is the meditation, it is the mindset, all of these things. It's not just one thing. Oh, nutrition for sure. Watch the garden. There's a channel called Garden Like a Viking. That,
I don't know if you've heard about it.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but it will tell you everything you need to know to grow super nutrient-dense food, which is primary.
Embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
Always.
Savage Joel says, what do you say about people saying meditation is demonic? I would say that they have not experienced meditation, because when you go within, I've never heard that either. But if you have, then if someone says that to me, then I would say, okay, well, then I would invite you to meditate with me right now. And we would meditate, and they would feel the peace within. They would feel the silence. They would feel the radiant positivity and the light. So you have to go in. And if they're feeling demonic things when they're meditating, exactly.
Then I would stay away from them.
Yeah. Then I would say, okay, well, then have have fun with your life because, you know, but that's a reflection.
Thank you for your perspective.
Right. That's a reflection of them. And that may be what's coming up internally in their experience. But it's not because they are demonic, because there is no demonic ultimately. That's because they haven't gone to the source. They haven't realized, they haven't uncovered the source within, which is pure light, pure positivity, radiant light. And so they just haven't done that yet. And so they're feeling the demonic aspect. And that's fine. They can do that.
I wonder if that's one of those ego tricks, you know, the ego saying like, no. Don't let go of me.
Very much so, yeah. The ego can say, oh yeah, don't let go of me.
Don't let go of me.
Right, you can't survive without me.
So don't sit and try to be something.
Yes, right. Don't try to be
other than me.
Yep.
Me.
So guys, I think we'll end on the breathing. How about that? We'll end here shortly with the breathing, so that we can all go about our day supercharged, empowered, and that will be good. So it's right. Val says it's crazy that cold shower helps arthritis. I'm told the cold is the enemy of arthritis. Right. We are told that. But what it is doing, conscious cold training is different than just being cold all the time. So consciously going to the cold, we are conditioning the vascular system. All those little muscles that open and close and allow the blood to the skin and to all of this. And into the muscles and to the joints everywhere. All of those are opening and closing. They're getting exercise that they otherwise don't do. A lot of arthritis is atrophy.
Yeah. So that is going to make that begin to heal. The oxygen, getting enough oxygen into your body is, breath is number one. And yeah, I don't know. There's so much to say about breath.
Right.
It's number one. And I was approached by a girl the other day. I do sound journeys, sound baths, and she was in a lot of a lot of things going on in her life and a lot of health things. And I said, okay, we need to sit down and breathe. And immediately took her into a state of peace. And she was just like, wow. And I was like, this is number one. This is number one to begin the healing. There was so much, the crazy mind would try to fix and identify and look at all the parts in our life. And I'm like, no. We just need to sit and breathe.
Definitely. Yeah. And that's why we're going to get deeper into the breathing exercises here in the coming weeks because we've had the introduction, but guys, the breathing is so important. Most people are chronically not breathing right.
Yeah.
They are chronically not breathing right. And their shoulders, when they're sitting and stuff, and we're in this position, shoulders are all slouched over and typing and all this stuff, or in our phones. Look at how constricted the chest is in the rib cage when we're slouched over.
And they're not moving enough, not exercising enough,
Right. Instead of boom. Ah, yes. Even just the posture is what opens up the lungs like this. And it feels really good. And we will get into some specific exercises that you can do to increase your lung virility, your lung vigorousness, the capacity and the strength. We'll do some specific things together. So it's all happening. It's all wonderful. We just do the practice and observe, and it's great. So Mad Dog says prayer and meditation are two sides of the same coin. Absolutely, my friend. Yes, it could be said this way. Okay, so Shantos says, isn't prayer a form of meditation? I mix in Hail Marys into mine, whatevs for the culture.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because here is how I describe it to people. Praying is the outward sort of asking and requesting to the universe things that we want for ourselves, maybe for other people in our lives. It's the outward expression and flow of the energy. Whereas meditation is becoming silent enough in order to hear the answer. It's accepting, allowing the inward flow of the energy. So it absolutely is two sides of the same thing, and they're not separate. Beignet says, thank you for sharing this beautiful stuff with us, Jenny.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Jenny
I've been wanting to be on this channel.
Yeah, this is way more like her what she's about. Yeah, the gardening channel a little bit.
I just
Right.
do what he tells me.
She's still just a student.
I'm
Yeah.
still a student for sure.
Yeah, Trish says, the positive takeaway for me has been learning and accepting and gratitude for the things I can do to improve my life experience. This is key, really, guys. This is key. And it starts with us saying, okay, from today forward, I'm not any longer a victim of my circumstances. It's not that I do have the power. That's the main thing, is showing to the people that you have the power, and showing to yourself, that you have the power.
I feel like I want to talk about, I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, or I'm trained to be a Kundalini yoga teacher. I use it mostly with people coming out of addiction recovery right now. But I like to explain it as, when we're born as this beautiful light. If you imagine, our life force is very bright. And then through the course of life happening, a few things happen. Our parents tell us when to eat, when to do everything, and we stop listening to our internal intuition unless we have beautiful parents that understand how to guide these things. But most of us don't, and they're not doing anything wrong. It's just what's happening. And then you get into school, and maybe, more like you're not smart enough, or you don't have the right clothes, or someone hurt your feelings or whatever. And then you get older and you get into relationships, and that goes on to you, and maybe you get in trouble, and then life happens, and then soon that light is very dim. Yeah? So I like to say, these practices are more forceful ways, the deep, heavy breathing. Kundalini yoga, which is we use movement, we use sound to break that stuff away and release it out of our bodies, and that begins in the ice training. That does it too. Any of these forceful things, because we can't, we can't just sit and meditate and blow it all off and think we're going to be better. These things are heavy, and so we've got to use some force sometimes. That's why I think the ice training does such a good job. It really shocks you, to get release all that stuff out of you. And then once you have that out of you, you're lighter, you're full of light, your light's shining again. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents about.
Very good. That's a wonderful description. Wonderful description. Beignet says, this is so true. And the Spinster Mountain says, Jenny, do you have a channel where you teach Kundalini? I've been interested to learn.
No, I have so many irons in the fire.
So many irons in the
I
fire.
have so many irons in the fire. I do not have that channel. To be honest with you, Kundalini was a tool that came into my life and gave me great transformation and gave me great tools. But it's, as anything, you begin to embody it, and I need to do it less, and sometimes I come back to it. But I'm not, it's not like my identity is not a Kundalini yoga teacher anymore. Put it that way. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yep.
But I do use it, I work with women in like a halfway house situation where they've come out of jail or come out of recovery, and it works very good with them. So I am actively using it, but that's in a more private situation.
Trish says, at points during the day when I become aware that I am not breathing deep enough, I literally hear Nate's voice telling me to breathe. That's right.
Welcome to my world.
That's right. Breathe deeply, my friends. Fully in, hold, let it go. Yes. Let's see. Brian says, I've noticed that when I meditate, I close my eyes and get into the meditation. The black becomes 3 internal dimensional, and I see the color purple. Is this normal? Absolutely, this happens. Yes,
cool.
This can
Violet
happen.
light.
Right, this can happen, and it's when we do the breathing exercises in particular, or the cold training as well, or also meditations. But the breathing really makes it powerful and in your face. We are releasing the chemicals. The dimethyl. I forget what the name of the DMT is. But the dream chemicals in the mind, the death chemicals in the mind that make you see the visions when you're dreaming. I mean, these are technically the chemicals that do this, among many other things. They connect you in with the source. And yes, it's very normal to see these colors. And so when you're doing the breathing after several rounds, as we'll do in the future together more, you will see like fireworks. Some people will just see, when I do it now, even when I take one breath, like and close my eyes and I can just see wow, to yellow, to violet, to purple, all of this.
I don't see any of that though. So also it's okay if you don't. I have feelings.
Perfect. Yes, that's a perfect point. That it doesn't matter if you see them or not. It doesn't mean that you've achieved some state or anything. It doesn't mean anything.
It's just,
actually, I mean, it can mean whatever you want to apply the meaning to, but really, it's just what's happening.
some people have that experience. Yeah.
Right. It's just what's happening. It's just like the sounds, just like the sensations. It's just like the thoughts that come across the mind. It's all just happening.
Yeah. So much of the spiritual experience is spontaneous. You know, we hear that people have certain, you know, things that they see or feel or, you know, hear, and you know, yeah, it's all different for everybody.
And if as soon as if someone was like, yes, the seeing the purple, some people will be like, well, the purple light is the crown chakra.
Yeah, I know.
That is and that means that you are transcending to this and that level.
Yeah,
as soon as someone starts talking like that, then the human mind instinctually turns it into a goal.
A story.
And
yeah.
a story
I'm gonna
says,
sit here.
So now I've got the purple light. Oh man, I'm only seeing blue. I'm not seeing purple yet. So that means that I'm still at this level and yada yada. That's all just a fictional story of the mind. So it doesn't matter. So that's I always refrain from any of that kind of stuff because I was trapped there for a long time as well, thinking, okay, there's levels that I got to get to, and then this chakra, okay, red light. I would, okay, maybe, but I'm only seeing red, so I'm only at the sacral or root chakra. I'm only at the very beginning, and I thought I was advanced. You know, all that stuff has to go by the wayside.
Yeah.
And it's all just happening. It's all forms of pure white light.
Yeah. That's all, like, you know, all the marketing, you know, and look at my paint. I've been painting here. Yeah, I mean, it happens in, you know, with spirituality as well. You know, there's a lot of things that you'll see and hear, and it really is entirely an individual experience, and, you know, not to compare yourself. And most of the really profound things that I've experienced in my, you know, as far as the oneness and everything, have come completely in the weirdest times. Not when I was trying, not when I was sitting and really, you know, deep in meditation. No, they just came spontaneously. So, yeah.
Definitely.
And start to train the mind that everything is a spiritual experience, that everything is miraculous, and everything is wonderful, and everything is wondrous. And then, you know, then you'll stop trying to chase an experience, because that too is like we're always in the experience all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. as your meditation practice deepens and the other forms of meditation deepen and the silence becomes more aware, everything becomes miraculous, becomes more and more miraculous. Even just the most mundane thing, even just sitting in the reality that we are even here in any form, that awareness is even here at all, is completely just mind-blowing. Yeah. And if it's not yet, then you haven't gone to the core, is what I say.
Yeah. But you're on your way.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're here.
Definitely, if you're here, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what is here is basically what took me a lifetime to learn and to acquire, and it brought me around the world. I mean, I did extensive traveling far out in as crazy of situations as I could put myself, because I was seeking something. I didn't know it at the time. It was just the energy to go, to move, to get out, explore, and to know in some way. And so that and there's so many practices, so many people that I came across, and all of this, and so this is really the condensed essence of all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and so I can't say that any one thing is the way, but all of the ways together is the way.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see here. Hello, Jody. Better late than never. Val says, yes, Jenny, that's a great way to live. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if you're hanging out with me, it's like I'm excited about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, wonderful. That's why it works so well together, because the energy is just so, we're both very enthused about life.
Yeah.
You know, and it
And
sort
he's
of
pretty
compounds.
funny, and he makes me laugh, and I love to laugh.
And I love to make someone laugh.
Yeah.
You know, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. PA says, Santos, keep it up, my friend. Life is much better without that crap clouding your mind. Take it from a 22-year abuser. He is talking about the THC, I think. Santos said, appears somewhere, he said, when I stopped the THC, the dreams came back. This is true, definitely, yes. I mean, as many of you know, I was really deeply into all of that for some time, to the point where I was at the farm growing it. I mean, I was the one where it came from, you know, because I was like, I gotta get to the source of the river, you know, but then it just, yeah, life transformed so crazy. It's been 6 years, any mind or mood altering substance, except coffee and tea. But those don't count. So let's see here.
Yeah.
Yes. Which one?
We're all the children of the light and not of darkness.
Pam, yes. Yes, PA says, glad you're here, Jenny. I was actually going to request a guest appearance by you on this channel.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just, like I said, I have very many irons in the fire all over the place. And yeah, we have seasons together where we're together a lot, and then we're not together.
Right. She's doing stuff. What do you think about this one? Maggie Smith says, don't you think it helps to have some support? Question mark. I went through something in AK in the 80s doing Kundalini yoga. Couldn't stop crying, and there was no support. Ended up leaving.
Arkansas, yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah, you definitely need support. Yeah, there's a lot to say about this. I'm thinking about when I met Nate. I had already found Kundalini yoga, and so I was already on this path, but definitely meeting him, it was like the ultimate mirror of going, whoa, wait a minute, there's something there. And like, it helped a lot. It accelerated me a lot. I don't like to assign levels of awareness, but I'd say definitely there was a lot that he had that complemented what I was already doing. And so together we, you know, it was a big help. So yeah, I understand that. There's a lot of communities out there. And I know that what that feels like. I'm from Indiana in a very small town. Well, we both are, but and it's been very isolating during that time. I went through a divorce, during that time, and had no one understanding what was happening, and you really do just let go of all the things that people were telling you needed to do. I mean, I'm a mother of 4. That's been a journey. Sometime I could do a whole thing about that, mothering and releasing the identities, and then it's still happening, and you still being, more present than ever for everyone around you, and making a more solid foundation for the people that you love when you take care of yourself. So you'll ask for it. Sit in prayer and ask for it. Sit in meditation and listen to the answer. It will start to come for you every day, and I will ask for it for you as well, and it'll come to you.
Yes. The Ursula made a very good comment. Mirrors are so helpful. They reflect without taking away. Yeah, super important.
If your eyes are open to see it and take it for what it is, and not need anything from it, just go within. Look at it and go within. Okay, what does it mean? What is happening? What is it showing me?
Definitely.
And Nate was like deeply purifying his life during that time, and that's the ingredient I didn't have yet, a purification process. And so that's what happened, and the pureness of what was happening, and it's still here. I mean, still here.
Yeah, that's a very good point. When we met, I was deeply into the purification process. At the time, I didn't understand it, but I was just going with what I was being driven to go towards. But it was all the different practices. I mean, 110% into it. And looking back now, I see that was the absolute purification process. Yeah, part of the process. The Santos says, when are your courses? 9-hour drive from me. Oh, man.
You can do it.
Yeah, Jenny would do
I
it.
would do it.
9 hours, no problem. For me, no, I don't like driving like that. But the courses, you can look me up on Facebook, my personal page, and I have the thing for the courses. But that's the first 5-week course is starting November 13th, and then the other ones are after the beginning of the year. But now, in 3 to 5 years from now, we will be having courses at the land. We will be having the courses where you can come and stay. So if it's a 9-hour drive, you can come, and we'll have like 5-day intensive courses. We'll have courses nonstop, and it will be layered upon layered of different lengths and all that stuff. I mean, I already see it, and so there will be ones you can come and stay, and that will be the key. Full immersion. And that will be it, where we'll do all this stuff. We'll do the growing, the breath work, the energy work, the sauna, all of this stuff. The working meditation, there will be plenty of opportunities for working meditation. Yes, Ursula knows about that. She helps out all the time. Look to nature says. Which one?
Sorry, no, go ahead.
Oh, look to nature says THC is my shadow. Yeah, it's, I know. I couldn't, for years, I couldn't even imagine a life where I didn't consume that plant. And I saw it as medicine. I was like, well, it's plant medicine. I'm just self-medicating. I'm staying away from pharmaceuticals, even though I wasn't really. But I'm staying away from pharmaceuticals, and it's plant medicine and stuff. But we have to ask ourselves about that.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot about this lately because I've been immersed into Asheville community lately, and I absolutely love it there, and I absolutely am being embraced by that community. But so many of the people there, talk about plant medicine all the time, plant medicine, and I have I work with people coming out of addiction recovery, but I also understand, those things, they exist, they're there. How we use them is the issue. But also I looked up the word medicine. And the word medicine is a substance used to treat dis-ease. And so, if words are spells, if you read as a man thinketh, you're constantly, if you're saying, oh, it's medicine, it's medicine, it's medicine, you're constantly saying in your life, I'm dis-eased, I'm not at ease. So that's my only, comment about it. And again, I'm not judging it. I'm just presenting it to people in a way that, because so many people will be using the plant medicine and they'll say, I probably should stop. And I'm like,
you think?
I'm not. Well, how can you, it's just like, so it just shows nothing other than, that there's a calling trying to call you. And when I hear you say that, that it's a calling, it's trying to awaken you, So.
Yeah, very, very much so in line with so the medicine thing is you have to ask yourself, okay, well, what are you sick? Why are you sick? Are you just, do you accept the fact in your mind subconsciously that you're just inherently broken? Then that would say that the perfection of nature would create a being, would create something that's inherently just broken or ill or disease. And it doesn't do that. Nature itself doesn't do that. It creates everything, is designed to thrive perfectly. You can see this when you look deeply enough into nature and the nature of reality and the nature of all things. All things are designed to thrive beautifully. And if they're not, then there's a dis-ease in some way. And
Sometimes we do need medicine.
mhm.
You know, that's real. Sometimes ceremonies, you know, native cultures have used these things in ceremonies, you know. So we're not saying that it's good or bad. It's just a daily, constant saying of I'm using medicine.
Right.
Is
And I was okay. 10 years into using your plant medicine every day, you know.
yeah.
So how are you? When are you going to be
And
healed?
when you're going to be
You know,
healed.
when you
When
turn
you-
out that you're not anymore healed. You're just
Yeah.
dependent upon this thing
Yeah.
for your relaxation. You're dependent upon the herb for your motivation. You got to smoke a bowl or something before you get the motivation to do anything, and then you got to smoke again to relax. And then you start selling it, so you're dependent on it for your income. It becomes like your higher power, and at least it did for me, you know, back in the day.
But another very important thing to look at it as well, which that never have the shame for it or never judge it as like I'm doing a bad thing. That's the thing. That's just what you're doing right now. And I tell my people in addiction recovery that I would never say that their addiction was a bad thing in their life, because they're here now sitting with me, ascending into their higher self. So we can never consider that a bad thing. It just is a thing that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes a lot of the, you know, reasons for doing it out away from you, you know, enlightens you up a little bit to be like, okay, because really what you're really doing when you're thinking you're needing that every day is you are not at ease. And so you're just taking care of yourself in that way. That is one way to think of it. But there's another infinite number of ways to do that outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all.
Yep, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. The Beignet says, but the cannabis plants are so beautiful. Not a lot of plants that are that gorgeous to look at and think this plant grew with me. Oh, I totally get it, man. When I was growing it in the farms and stuff, I have hundreds of pictures of me, you know, pictures of huge fat buds and everything, the giant 15-foot plants and all that. Just so, yeah, because it is so
and
beautiful.
it grew masterfully.
Right, grew masterfully, guys. But there just comes a time when, okay, enough is enough. I can't go any deeper in my life or in my spiritual development while using crutches of any kind. And so that is where we are at. And so Val asked, what was the yoga you were talking about? She's not familiar. Kundalini.
Oh, Kundalini yoga. Kundalini yoga was brought in, I think, 1969 by Yogi Bhajan. Kundalini yoga, he brought his own flavor here, Kundalini yoga, but ultimately Kundalini yoga is awakening. The Kundalini energy is said to reside in the base of your spine, and it runs up your back and out your head, and it's kind of that toroidal field. We can think of it as the chakra system as well. And so if there's any blocks in there, you know, which acupuncture helps redirect your energy, so that's also a good aid. But we do movement and sound and breath work, really intense. We even use gongs sometimes to release those blocks and really awaken that energy, which really is just your life force energy of taking action in your life, making better choices, opening the heart, being able to love, being able to receive love, calming the thoughts, you know, all of the chakras, basically, anything you can think of, just awakening that and being free, and that energy just going through you, I believe it, you know, I cleaned and purified myself so that I can receive the messages I need to receive when I need to receive them. I hear them all the time and I follow them all the time. I don't question them at all. I never sit and think, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? No, never.
Never anymore. And that's a process of learning to trust the light within. Definitely.
So that's that yoga. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So Brian says, I would not change anything. I'm so lucky to be here. It formed who I am. This time is a blessing.
Yeah.
Guys, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it,
That's why we never say good or bad. And we never say you're doing a bad thing right now. Never.
And if you love who you are, if you truly love who you are, then there cannot be one single thing that was out of place. Everything happened exactly as it had to happen to create this.
Yeah, to bring you right here in front of us right now. It's
All
like
of the struggles, all
incredible
of everything.
miracles, incredible series of miracles occurred.
Miracles.
Miracles.
Okay, guys, so let's do some breathing. Okay, let's end with some breathing. That's what we're gonna do. And we're going to do a few rounds.
Can I tell them real quick? A good source of Kundalini Yoga, because it just came to me to tell you, is the Life Force Academy. You can go and you can subscribe. They have a lot of free classes on the full moons and stuff, so you can take a free class before you join. But the Academy has like all of, and it's by Jai Dev, a beautiful teacher who I've had. He's just a great teacher. He's a very good human being. His wife is Simran Kaur. Maybe you've heard her music. And so it's just, he's a beautiful teacher. So that would be a great source to begin with Kundalini from your home, and then start to find, it's really awesome in a group. But yeah, that would be a good place to start. Life Force Academy.
People know this person already?
Yeah, nice. I know, right? Isn't he? Oh, I've taken classes with him, many, because back in the day before COVID, we used to have Satnam Fest, and you got in there and got to know the teachers, and you could sit and eat with them, and it was just beautiful. And that we no longer have that, but that possibly is starting to heat back up again. I've been asked to work at a Kundalini Yoga festival in Mexico in March, so I'll let you guys know if that's happening.
Okay, so we are going to, yes, Ursula says, I like this live stream today. It's fun to see more of your dynamic together, especially on this channel being so vast and open. Yeah, it is wonderful, the freedom on this channel. So yeah, thank you.
I wanted, yeah.
Thank you. It's really nice, and with you guys are all open to it. So let us do some of the breathing. All right, I'm gonna kind of guide it some, and so then we can end with a really good, powerful feeling. All right. So when we do the breathing, we are just going to breathe fully in, 100% in, and then we just let it go. About 70% out. I say 100% in, 70% out. And we're gonna build up a supply of oxygen. All right, and then we're gonna do the breath hold. So just follow along, and we'll do a number of breaths, and then we'll let it go, and then hold. And I will time, okay? The first one, we're gonna do a minute breath hold. All right, now if that seems crazy for you guys, just go ahead and do it anyways, okay? Because you will be able to do it at least a minute, no problem.
Make sure you're sitting, not standing, or you can lie down as well, and make sure there's nothing around you, because it could make you lightheaded. This is, yeah. He's passed out on video before.
All good.
And I was on your end typing in, it's fine, he'll wake up.
She was like, he'll be right back.
He'll be right back. It's cool. It's fine. Yeah, he's just like.
Yeah, but that was in the beginning more. That was many years ago.
Because you really went for it.
Yeah, I really went for it. But, okay, so guys, sit in a comfortable position. Let us all breathe together in the collective energy. It doesn't matter where you're at. We're all here now, in the now. So.
Oh, yeah, tap in with everybody. Oh.
Breathing in. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. You're going to feel a little bit of tingling in the fingertips, a lightheadedness. This is all perfectly normal. Some audio, visual might happen, so no problem. Just keep breathing. You are intensifying the sensations. What you're doing is building up a supply of oxygen in the blood and in the body, and you are releasing the carbon dioxide. So the body is becoming more alkaline, more and more in the optimal condition. Keep breathing, a few more. Here it comes. Last one, fully in, fully out. All the air out, 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 out. Now fully in, and let it go. Let it go, and stop. Hold. And just feel the relaxation as it spreads from the base of the neck, down the hands, into the fingertips, down into the abdomen, the legs, the toes, deeply relaxed. And there is no need to breathe. The body and blood is full of oxygen, cleansed of the carbon dioxide. Feel the silence. Feel the heartbeats. Try to extend the time in between the heartbeats. You're almost there. 5 seconds. Breathe fully in. Hold. Gently squeeze to the head. Squeeze up the spine. The energy into the crown. Yes. And let it go. We're going to do one more round. Right back into round 2, guys. Go for it. We're only doing one more round, so let us end well together. Breathing in. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Feel the tingling in the hands and the feet and the head. You're super saturating the blood with the oxygen. Keep breathing. Each inhalation is stockpiling oxygen, creating more alkalinity in the body, in the blood, becoming optimal. Keep going for it, my friends. Keep going. Keep breathing. Few more. It's almost here.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Jenny really goes for it heavy. Keep going for it. Few more. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Fully in. Fully out. All the air out, out, out. Now fully in. And let it go. Let it go and stop. Hold it as long as you can. I'm timing you. Feel the gravity holding you to the earth. See the colors. This is the colors of the chakras. There's no need to breathe. Just allow the body to do exactly what it's capable of doing. The blood is perfectly optimized, full of oxygen, ready to move. The body is perfectly optimized, full of oxygen, ready to move. The body is perfectly optimized, full of oxygen, ready to move. The body is perfectly optimized, full of oxygen, ready to move. The body is perfectly optimized, full of oxygen, released all the carbon dioxide. Hear the birds. Feel your heartbeat. Keep holding. Keep holding. Going deep within. Feel the energy, the gravity holding you to the earth. Keep holding. We're almost there. Feel the heart beating. Maybe there's a desire to breathe. Doesn't matter. We've got 10 more seconds. You're almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fully in. Hold. Gently squeeze to the head. And feel the magnificence. And let it go. Yes, there we go, my friends. Yes. Now as we go about our day, we will be in an optimal condition. Anytime that you need energy, anytime that you need to flush the system out, this is what you do. Carol said I made it till 5 seconds. 5 seconds in, then you deeply need to work on the on the vascular system, which we will do. Oh, first time? Okay, not a problem. But a lot of people...
Or you definitely need to work on that, but also I would imagine with only 5 seconds, there's a fear that comes up.
Yes, that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, sorry.
Definitely, no, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a fear that comes up holding on the egg when you've expelled all the air.
Right, and that's part of it, guys. That's working with the you start to work with the fears. You start to work. You're rewiring the instincts of the organism, because immediately it wants to breathe constantly. But you are consciously going in there and saying, "I am in control." You take control of the breathing, and you hold. And as you do it more and more, it will lengthen and lengthen.
Yeah.
And you will become more and more at ease, more at peace. And
so when that happens, go mentally make a set of words. I'm peaceful, I'm safe, I'm happy, I'm peaceful, I'm safe, I'm joyful, peaceful, I'm safe. Whatever the words are, find those words, stick with them. Use them in the same, if you're doing the eyes training as well, which the eyes training would help that as well. We say adapt. That's my keyword, adapt. And that keyword as well will give that body okay, we're cool, we're fine.
Yep, definitely. And as you do it more, everything is going to be wonderful, and you will feel it.
Says, that's 4 seconds more than 1 second. That's right. That's the only way to look at it.
That's right. Look at all you guys. I love this. Yeah. Yes. Awesome tingling. Much love and blessing. High vibrations. Yes. Spinster Mountain. My throat got really tight. Yes. That can be the air coming in. But guys, the more that we do this, the more the body loves it. You will come to crave this. I do it every single morning. 3 or 4 rounds. Full power. And it just feels fantastic. That's after the calisthenic training. So Val says, I used to have a deathly fear of not being able to breathe, but not now. That's right. You can work with these fears and you can rewire the hardware. So, okay, guys. Well, we have a lot of stuff to do, but I'm super happy that we all got to touch base, and Jenny is here and you guys are all here, and we had a fantastic breathing experience. Jerry says, thanks for all your efforts getting younger every day. Yeah. That's right, Jerry. He's increasing his time in the cold, and the skin, the vascular system is becoming conditioned, and eating consciously, breathing consciously, living consciously. All of it is eternally youthful. Yes. So Pam says, thank you so much, Nate and Jenny. Taida, yes, you're welcome, my friends. Infinite Spirit Mantra, thank you, Val. I almost forgot. yes, let us end this together with 3 rounds of the only real mantra that you need, my friends. Infinite Spirit goes before me and opens the way. Infinite wisdom tells me what to do and what to say. Infinite Spirit goes before me and opens the way. Infinite wisdom tells me what to do and what to say. Infinite Spirit goes before me and opens the way. Infinite wisdom tells me what to do and what to say. Yes. See you next time.